What's going on YouTube? My name is Ron King, back yet again with another video. As always, you know what's coming. If you enjoy the content, leave a like on the video, comment on the video, and subscribe to the channel for related business content. Now in today's video, we will be reacting to Business Insider's series, one of the videos in their series called So Expensive. And it will be on the brand Supreme. So they're asking the question, why is Supreme so expensive? Without further ado, let's get right into it.
Supreme, baby.
Just bought a faux fur jacket for $1,000. So
People want to know, hey, look, that guy's wearing Supreme. But people also make a living off it too, so.
These two jackets are nearly identical, both made by the North Face and both using Gore-Tex technology. This one on the left costs $300. The one on the right is currently selling for nearly $1,300. So what's the difference?
Let me stop it right there. It's because of that Supreme logo. It's the brand recognition and it's the status symbol. So basically, the same reason why Supreme costs so much is the same reason why people buy Rolexes. When they go and buy a Rolex, they're looking for something that is going to increase their status. They're looking for a status symbol, something that will put them in rare air with, people that are to be admired and respected. So this is in short why Supreme costs so much. But let's keep going.
This one just happens to be a North Face collaboration with Supreme. So why would someone pay nearly $1,000 more for basically the same jacket? And what is it that makes Supreme so expensive? From the eye-catching logo to the limited product releases and artist collaborations, over the past 20 years, Supreme has transitioned from a small skateboarding store in New York to a $1 billion streetwear company.
Wow, real quick, that is crazy. I didn't even know they were $1 billion company. That's crazy. They started as a skate shop in New York, and they have transformed their brand into something very special. So big ups to Supreme.
But for its fans, Supreme is more than just a brand. It's often an obsession and an entire subculture of its own. Since its origin, Supreme has maintained an image of being authentic. Founded by James Jebbia in 1994, Supreme started as a skateboarding store in the Soho neighborhood of Manhattan. The store started out selling hoodies and sweatshirts aimed towards the burgeoning New York skate scene. Throughout the 90s and early 2000s, Supreme functioned as a skate brand, catering to both skaters and those interested in the emerging streetwear style. But Supreme's limited releases and attitude has pushed them far beyond their beginnings. The most iconic Supreme design is their box logo. Originally, simple white italic lettering over a plain red background. This design so closely echoes the work of conceptual artist Barbara Kruger that it's hard not to see it as a direct copy. And copyright theft is something that's in Supreme's DNA. Supreme's appropriation of images is one of the keys to its popularity. Pop cultural imagery and logos are copied and adapted in a way that makes their designs feel more like contemporary art or graffiti than a big fashion brand. Supreme's first branded t-shirt was simply a photo of Robert De Niro in the film Taxi Driver, along with the iconic red and white logo. And the company's use of often unlicensed imagery has led to Supreme being served cease and desist letters from Louis Vuitton, the NHL, and the NCAA.
The more we've been exposed to a brand, the more likely we are going to be developing an association, a familiarity, almost a sense of connection with it. With Supreme, there's no elements of status, and they went completely for what a logo should be all about: standing out, being identifiable.
The recognizability is key to Supreme's power as a brand, but the items are also purposefully difficult to get a hold of, and their products are kept in high demand by very limited releases.
Tuesday at 11 a.m. you go to the Supreme website, you enter your basic information, your name, email, phone number, and credit card number. Then they'll send you a text later in the day to let you know if you've been selected to stand in line. Then on Wednesday, they'll send you a text telling you the time and store to report to.
Okay, real quick, that is very unusual. Having to go to a website and put in all your information, including your credit card information, just to have a chance to be put in line is something very rare, and is something that really speaks to the exclusivity that they're trying to push with Supreme. That's very interesting. It's a very interesting business concept. It's kind of framing the relationship between the business and the customer to where it's like, okay, we are up here, you're down here, we might let you get up here with us, but you got to pay your dues first. So that's very interesting, but it creates a dynamic between the business and the customer to where the business is seen as superior, the brand is seen as supreme and superior. So that's very interesting. Let's move on.
And on Thursday, you go to the store at the time that you're given. There's a one limit per style rule in Supreme. So what that means is if a shirt comes out in black, red, and gray, you can only get it in gray. So if I want it in black and red, I need to get 2 other people to get it for me. So they need to stand in line for me. A lot of the people who do stand in line are standing in line for someone else.
Supreme
Wow, yeah, that's a new phenomenon as well. People getting paid to stand in line for someone else. Or maybe you just have a friend or something like that who's willing to do it for you as a favor. But that is a new phenomenon. People will go on Fiverr or something as a professional stand in line person who will just stand in line while you have other things to do, and then you can come and take their place when they get to the front. So that's really cool, and it's something that people will use, especially when you have items that are so in demand like Supreme.
only sells their merchandise at 11 brick-and-mortar stores across the world, as well as their online store. It was around the mid to late 2000s that Supreme really started to pick up speed. This success was partly due to what's been dubbed the Kanye effect. In 2006, Supreme released their Supreme Blazer SB, a collaboration with Nike.
I'm sorry, them shoes is really cool. Them shoes is dope. Okay, I'd love to get my hands on a pair of those, but they probably in excess of $5,000, so I'm good. But very nice shoe.
The shoes retailed for around $150, with resale prices ranging from
Never mind.
$300 to $400. In July 2007, West was pictured wearing the shoes at the Grammy Foundation's Starry Night party. After the photos were released, the resale price of the shoes doubled to $800.
Exactly, the Kanye effect. This man is so influential that when he was seen wearing this shoe, the resale price skyrocketed to more than double of the original price. It just goes to show that if you have influential people seen associating with your brand, it really adds to the mystique and the popularity and the status of the brand. Let's move on.
Similarly, the teal box logo sweatshirt worn by Tyler the Creator in his She music video, originally priced at around $150, sold for $3,500.
Wow. See, that is actually crazy, man. If you can create a rare moment while wearing a brand such as Supreme, and you're a person that people flock to, you're an influencer, you're an artist, you're an entertainer, you can really bump up those resale prices. If I was Tyler the Creator, I'd definitely sell that. I'd probably autograph it and sell it for about 10,000 or more. But that's just me thinking as a businessman. Let's move on.
But not everything from Supreme is going to end up being valuable. Sellers like Chris have to decide what's going to be popular and what items will give them the best return.
So how I decide on what I think is going to resell is based mainly on what I would wear. You can also go to these Instagram accounts and they'll have Instagram polls, Twitter polls, talking about, you can upvote this, you can downvote this, and it's this crowdsourcing tool to understand the market better and find out, this one's gonna resell, or this one is really popular. The most money that I've made off of one Supreme item is the 2017 Fall-Winter collaboration with the North Face, and it was a mountain parka. I bought it for $398 and I sold it for $950.
Wow, that's a great flip right there. That is an amazing flip. He tripled his money because he found the right product and he was able to sell it at an exorbitant price. But it's a very dope jacket. I kind of see why. It's a very nice jacket. Anyway, let's move on.
This incredibly limited release means that buying and reselling Supreme items is where the real money is. When you look at the prices of Supreme items in store, they aren't as outlandish as you may expect. They retail for around $38 for a t-shirt to $138 for a sweatshirt, but it's...
I didn't know that. obviously the resale market is huge with Supreme, but I didn't know that they sell for kind of low prices. It's really these people who are buying them and holding them, probably putting them on eBay or something like that for these tremendous prices just because of the exclusivity. Once they make an item, they make it so exclusive to where, you can't just wait and or go to the store and get it. You can't wait for it to drop again. It's not dropping again. So you have to go and buy it off a reseller who can jack up the price. That's why it's so expensive.
It's once these products have sold out that they can reach 30 times their original price.
Mhm.
Many other big brands are now adopting this method of very limited releases to generate hype around their products. From trainers to other streetwear brands, these releases make people feel like they're part of something exclusive.
The more we make a consumer work for a particular access to a product, the more alluring these services and products are becoming. So I think Supreme know very well how to make something incredibly accessible and sexy by allowing us to jump through as many hoops as possible to make it relevant for them.
But there's something about Supreme that's different. Could any other company get away with selling a brick or a branded crowbar? What is it that gives Supreme such a devoted following?
I think it's the hype. They come out with really cool items. I personally feel like they do. It's a name brand, and name brands attract anybody at the end of the day.
In New York, especially, it's a lot of streetwear. So like people want to have that like exclusive, those exclusive items. So I feel like Supreme, they keep their quantities very low because of the high demand. People will.
So that's about it. I'll play from the video. He said it best right there. The exclusivity is what makes it so expensive. Once the items go out of sale, basically the only way you can get a certain item is if you buy it off a reseller, and that reseller has jacked the price up so much to where it's very, very expensive. So I hope you guys got some value out of today's video. I definitely have. Hopefully one day I'll be able to incorporate this into my own brand, Home Bar Beauty, or something like that. I don't know. But it would be great to have a brand to where people are really loving what you're putting out there so much that they will buy it for such an exorbitant price. So that's it for today's video, guys. As always, if you enjoy the content, leave a like on the video, comment on the video with any feedback you might have or any discussion as well, and subscribe to the channel for related business content. As always, my name is Ron King. Have a great day. Peace.